Deadpool 2. They lost the director last week, but I think they might have found one this week. John Wick's director is in the running to helm the sequel, with Tim Miller leaving last week. Where's this guy's name at? Oh, Lord.
David Ledge.
There you go. That guy. Sorry. He's might be coming on. I still don't know why Tim Miller left.
Creative differences.
I read a very interesting story about that. Apparently, and this is rumor, Tim Miller wanted a bigger budget.
Oh, yeah. It was like triple of what the original one was.
And Ryan Reynolds thought that they would make it too Marvel-esque and go away from what made the first Deadpool movie so great, that it was low budget and it was different than any other comic book movie. And that's what really made it stand out. And it seemed like Tim Miller was kind of getting away from that.
So they were like, girl, please, peace.
Ryan Reynolds wanted to keep it low budget and follow the same formula that they did for the first one.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I hate seeing one of the guys that worked so hard to get that on.
Because he was him and Ryan Reynolds were the biggest reasons why that movie took off.
Yeah.
And why it happened.
It's tragic.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Tim Miller. As director of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you saw this, Robbie.
I have not.
You have not. Okay.
I have not.
Ha! I knew something about Thor before you did.
Good job, sir.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did you know he lost his hammer?
In the in the Magnus Chase book, yes, I do.
Yes, I'm reading the second one.
So am I.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
It is on a post on the Instagram. It's one of those newfangled things that the kids are doing, and you can go check us over at Nerd Cave Vid.
It's almost instant that you can post a picture.
Yeah, just like this shirt got posted last night before.
A pictogram, not a pictograph.
No,
not one of those. No, what?
I mean, check out on your Ouija board.
It is. It is Halloween.
Hemsworth shared the following photo, which y'all can look it up or whatever, of himself and director Taika Waititi or something like that, holding up and standing around this kind of thing. Now, if you look at this is a totally different costume.
It is. It's like more casual and laid back-ish.
Yeah, like we saw Thor with the big, more traditional kind of deal in the previous movies and everything. This one looks more like it's Viking-esque, like an actual Viking would wear it.
I feel like more suitable for battle.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like he would step off the show floor of Vikings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more realistic looking in a way. Yeah. So I'm interested to see what happens with Ragnarok, because if it deals with World War Hulk or whatever it is, I can't remember.
Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk. Yeah, there you go. Whatever. He kills everybody.
Yeah.
He kills everything.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see it, but I like it. He's looking a little tired, a little skinny in the neck. Look at that bicep.
Those biceps, man.
Those biceps, man. They could crack a walnut.
Yeah. I'm excited for Ragnarok.
I am too.
Yeah, I am too. God, I hope he dies.
My friends hate Thor because of me, but it's okay.
If he does, it will be my favorite Thor movie because it'll be the last one.
It would. God, Dark World, jeez, so bad. But Ragnarok is the end of everything.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I hope we see that ship made of toenails.
Grody. Grody.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Magnus Chase?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope so. Y'all need to go check that book out. It's
seriously,
really
Rick Riordan has done... We're going to take a second. Riordan. He's been doing some great stuff with all the books from,
Percy Jackson. Last Olympian.
If he does everything from Greek, Norse, Roman, Egyptian, all the books have been great. So definitely check them out.
Definitely. Now, we are all Power Rangers fans. We're all excited for the movie. The trailer looked amazing the last few weeks when it dropped. And then they just put a turd out. They just put this turd of a toy out.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it looks pretty
it's
awful.
very turdish.
And I'm just like, why you got to be that way?
Not Turkish.
Why you
but
got to be
turdish.
that? So Power Rangers toy revealed, movies, T-Rex, Zord, and more. I was talking to Derek beforehand, and this looks like a freaking McDonald's toy.
Yep.
Like
It
the
does.
quality of it, like there's no depth in it. Like
You can just tell like it's a vague shape. You get no real detail on what the Zord actually looks like.
and look at the Power Ranger. It's like
He looks like buffed up Daredevil down there.
actually he looks like a lady from the 80s with those like big poofy arms. It just looks bad. Now the sword, the
sword
Red
looks pretty
Ranger's
cool.
Power sword
I could get behind that.
looks cool. Like I'm gonna get one and fight people with it, just like randomly, just
Yeah.
fight people. But when you get to the morphers, like Jesus Christ, it looks like someone that did not enjoy arts and crafts in second grade got their morpher made.
It's like when you're in first grade and they actually let you play with clay and you're just like, and it's you think it's beautiful and it's not. That's what that is. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, I don't know who made these toys.
Like
But-
seriously, look at that.
Yeah, like the old
That
school
is a-
morphers. Yeah, that's a great looking morpher.
See, it was a school for the blind that was in charge of making the toys.
Jesus, just stop. God.
This show is completely fallen off the rails.
God.
Moving on from that story.
If you're in a school for blind children, I apologize.
Going to hell, man. You're going to hell. Han Solo. Donald Glover, very honored to be playing Lando. We talked about this a little bit last week. Derek, what are your thoughts on, since you weren't on here last week, what are your thoughts on Donald Glover?
I think he's a perfect choice. From what I've seen of him, I think he can really capture like the coolness and the swagger of Lando. So when I saw this, I'm like, I can get behind it. I mean, I'm much more excited about him than the guy they got for Han,
Yeah.
Eric Reikenson.
whatever his name is.
You know, there's only one man I think could actually do it a little bit better, and that would be Danny Glover.
I was walking to that ghost walk, and I saw D Glover as I was like, I need to check on this. I was like, I really hope this is not the Glover I'm thinking of. And I was like, okay, we're good.
I remember, I think it might have been the
old for
episode that
this.
I did by myself that I like switched their names, like talking about something,
Yeah.
and David Sunday was like, I didn't know Danny Glover did this. But he was on Ellen this past week, and he said he was very honored to have the opportunity to play Lando, calling it a very big deal. Glover also discussed his response to the news that he got the part, saying he told his dad right away. He was like, ah. Glover said his father's response. According to Glover, it was his father who gave him the first childhood toy, a Lando action figure.
Nice.
He went on to say, my mom was in the back. She was like, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up, because Billy D likes, that's hers. I don't understand what that meant, but that was the quote.
We're not in all the cool hip lingo.
I don't know. But don't mess it up, Donald.
Now my only question is, can he hold his liquor like the old Lando?
Have you seen the Colt malt liquor?
You know, y'all know my connection to Lando very well, so I'm excited. I'm glad to see more of that
The
character.
coolest man in the galaxy.
See, Jeremy tried to fight me, said that Han Solo was cooler than Lando.
Not
I was
shot.
gonna say, why are you yelling at me? I said I didn't agree with him.
Now,
Great game.
we have talked about this game, and I'm not going to go on a rant about it, okay? Because there's another rant coming through this episode. No Man's Sky's developer Twitter account, emails allegedly hacked. Hello Games tweeted out about Friday, I want to say, that No Man's Sky was a mistake.
Which, accurate.
Now, this game, there's been lawsuits about it because of false advertisement and several different things going on. And if you didn't have the hype that was around it, I think the game would have been way better than it was released and reviewed and everything. But for someone to literally tweet No Man's Sky was a mistake is a huge deal. But people reached out and everything, and apparently it was not a hack. It was a disgruntled employee that got a hold of the Twitter account that tweeted that out, and that was confirmed from Hello Games. Now they might change their story again, but that is what happened.
I mean, it's not like he was lying or anything.
No, I think
he didn't have false advertisement.
He didn't have false advertisement. I just think a lot of things went wrong with this game. There was a lot of things that just were not handled right, and
it had potential.
Yeah,
like it looked great.
I think they just got the big head about it. They were like, "Well, we're on top of the world here," and they should have known what they were about to put out was nothing what they were showing. So it's just crappy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, last week, this is the first time all three of us together. Nintendo Switch. We're gonna
What's that?
Switch it up. It's this thing that won't ever sell.
That's just mean.
We got some details about it, which is we had a lot of like.
Was it? What was her name?
Laura.
Laura.
No, it was not Laura. But we got some details from Eurogamer. They have confirmed that the screen is a 6.2 inch in size, and the resolution is 720p. It's also say that word for me, Derek.
Capacitive multi-touch.
There you go. I don't know why I can't read today.
Which that was one of the big questions about this whole thing.
So it's multi-touch, so you're not getting like the Wii U gamepad where it's like
yeah.
So 720p though. That's kind of low to me. Like I know, like that's around the threshold that you have to be in this kind of area. But for everyone that carries around an iPhone or an Android, their screens are way past that. So it's just kind of interesting. I think a lot of it's dealing with battery life. They're trying to keep the battery life around that measly 3 hours that they have. PS Vita, just saying, it's got a better battery life than an LED screen. That's just for you, Nick. But I'm excited for it. I hope that it turns out well, and I hope that it's really good. They had some other stuff in here, but it was just kind of like, we're going to have a lot of accessories.
Who doesn't love accessories?
Horse armor.
I love accessories.
Oblivion horse armor.
Everybody wants that.
They're supposed to have some type of big presentation in January.
I'm excited. I want this.
It looks like a really cool system. I hope they don't fall flat on their face. I mean, I'm excited for it.
It's got a lot of support.
Yeah, it does.
But we'll just see if they can maintain it.
Yes, let's hope. Now, Apple, in all their wisdom, they have delayed their AirPods and says that it needs more time.
They should have got rid of the auxiliary cable.
They still have it, all of that. It's very interesting because they're wanting these things to be so good, and which I understand. They said that we don't believe in shipping a product before it's ready, and we need a little bit more time before AirPods are ready for our customers. That is the right way to handle things. I like they put a release date. You should never put a release date on something if you're not ready to commit to it. But at least they are not putting something out, No Man's Sky, and it being bad. You know, they are owning up to the mistake. No Man's Sky, that's the first time they've even tweeted something out in months since that game launched.
They're all in a cave hiding.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
It was.
As they would say. Oh, but that does it for...
AirPods. I'm thinking of the golden retriever that plays basketball and football.
That he has the babies.
And he has the AirBuddies.
Like he doesn't even have like a wife. He like literally has the babies.
He does it himself. I just feel like going without the auxiliary cord was a mistake in a way.
The ones that you have and that you get with them plug right into it, and they come with an adapter. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You have an adapter, you still get to use your headphones. It's just making it where it's a more solid thing.
I agree.
Yes.
Boom.
I guess.
Knowledge.
I just
All
don't
over
know.
your face, neck, and chest.
I just don't know yet.
That was for you, Derek.